Hey everybody, Bruce McBain here with This Is What We Do. Hey, I didn't see you there. Hey, we've been out here most of the day working on this old Dodge truck again. Got some welding done. Hey, let's bring you a little closer and see what we've got done so far. Okay, we got another late start today, but we did get some things done. We got the end of the cross member welded into place. It might look a little boogery, but it's just because I double welded it, so it's a little thicker than it normally should be. And here's our ground clamp. I was looking for some way. My bolt back here, where'd it go? This right. My bolt right there didn't do too good, so I think it's because it was too far away. So I came up here with my vice grips. Done that before. Just clamp onto some good clean metal. Hook up your welder to it. That's the little welder. It's my little Hobart. That's been a good one. And I've got it set because I told you once before I was going to let you know what the settings were. I got it on number 6, wire speed 45, and I'm running 220 volts. So works good on this 3/16 to 1/4 inch steel. So we got that one welded. Got that one welded. It's a little thick, but it's plenty strong enough. And so what we're going to do tonight is throw a little bit of paint around. What we want to do is just paint off, I don't know, somewhere this side here, leave a gap, paint the rest of this. They're expecting some rain, so even though I get this covered up, I don't want this whole thing all rusty and nasty looking. So we're going to throw a little paint on and be right back. Okay, I just got finished painting the bar, and what I did is I took some masking tape, painter's tape if you will, and I taped off the area that these brackets will be welded to, so that way I don't have to go back with sandpaper and clean up all that. But as you can see, the bar came out pretty nice and shiny. But I forgot to show you, this is the penetration through the I-beam of the truck. So you can see there was a couple little holes here, but those weren't blow-throughs. There was a rivet or something through that we cut off. I think it was a bolt actually. And I have to go back with a welder, just fill that hole a little bit more, because the paint that we put on the bar is just to keep it from rusting. But thought I'd show you that. And we're getting ready to close up shop for tonight. We'll be back out here tomorrow. Hang in there. Okay, it's the next morning. We're back out here working on the old Dodge truck. It's a cool 34 degrees, and I've had my heater on here for a while in the shop. Got it turned off for a minute so it doesn't make too much noise, but we're making some progress. So what I did is I tack welded these brackets last night, and then came in this morning and MIG welded them. So you can kind of see I used a little bit different style of welding. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. I used a push type, and the push type to me seems to make a nicer looking weld, and it penetrates pretty well. So we tried that instead of the drag type, which we use on the bars, and the welds look kind of lumpy. We still had good penetration on those other welds, but this is more for appearance on this. So we got that there. Get my finger out of the way. So next thing we're gonna do is come back here to the differential, and you can see where I've taped off here. Everything inside the tape we're gonna clean down to bare steel, and then we'll tack weld the brackets into place and get welding on those. So I'll give you a little different angle, tripping over cords here, smart. So the black lines, that's just to tell me a reference point of everything inside the black lines has to be shiny clean. It's just me being a little overkill. Okay, so what I did is I took the flap wheel and cleaned up this area, and it came out pretty good. And if you've never used a flap wheel on your grinder before, it's great. They're really cheap. You can get them from the Jungle store, and they're pretty durable as long as you're not out there ripping them against really sharp edges for cleaning up just surface metal, steel, what have you, aluminum even. It works great. But anyway, it's a little lumpy, just to where I got a little aggressive with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back with some sandpaper and clean this up. Don't really want to lay on that cold floor, but I'm not gonna have much choice. Ooh, that's chilly. Let me get my safety glasses on here. and I'm probably being a little picky, but if this metal is good and shiny, and of course clean, it just welds phenomenal. And I would imagine when Chrysler built this differential, they used a good quality steel, so if you treat it right, weld it correctly, it should come out really nice. Give it a little bit more here. That should be good. And looks like this is 180 grit paper, if anybody's curious. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's not bad. Might hit it a little bit more. I gotta have to wipe it down with some cleaner, get all that dust off. But I'll do that, and when I come back, we'll start putting some tacks on there. Okay, I've got the area prepped now on the rear axle. I got it wiped down. Just putting on my old man glasses and my helmet, and we'll throw some tacks on this. And like I say, this is going to be the taxer right now. And I like to put about a half a dozen because of the size of the bracket. You just kind of stagger them every inch or two, something like that. All right. I like to get one more. Hopefully I don't block the camera too bad here, but let's see what happens. All right. I think that'll do. Let me get this hose out of the way here now. So I got to do a little more setting up, and then when I come back, we'll start finishing that bracket. My hand got caught on the differential there and was pushing, but it wouldn't move. Let's try this again. That's not too shabby. Let me see if I can get down low. Like I say, I apologize if I block the view. I'm not a pretzel, but I'm having to bend like I am. All right, there we go. Not too bad. I could have used the push technique a little bit more, but I would have to get on the ground, and I don't have too much luck getting on the ground underneath the welding. I end up getting welding splatter in my hair, and I probably should get a hat or some sort of cap to wear, but that don't look too bad. So let me see why I have this light. I run a pretty dark lens. It's auto darkening, but I like to have that extra eye protection, if you want to call it that. So the light, it's so dark that with the light, it actually helps me see before I strike the arc. It might sound a little ridiculous, but I've had one eye repaired already, and I'm no young dude if you haven't noticed already. So. we've got things moved around. We're going to try and get underneath it and weld the bottom of the bracket. So we'll weld this spot right here. Keys are out of the ignition, and nobody out here mess with it. You know, small child, anything like that. So we're as safe as safe can be. Let that cool down before I take the bolts out of the brackets. That way it can kind of set in that position. I had really good luck with this front bracket by letting it cool. It never warped or anything, so it came out pretty good. And we'll work on the inside lower here in a little bit. Just want it to cool down. So be back in a little bit. Okay, well, that's about it for the ladder bar series. I don't think anybody's going to want to watch me put it in the second side, so we'll leave it at that. It was really fun. I know it's a lot of video time spent watching, doing this kind of stuff, but it'll be pretty cool when we get done. And a couple more things going on. We're going to end up changing these rear leaf springs out with some new ones. Of course, the whole differential will get pulled out. And we'll sandblast that, repaint it, put it back in, end up fixing all the brake lines. This other brake line's not too great. And then from there, we'll throw some primer on the back of the cab and on the front of the bed, and then get the bed back up on the chassis. Some of the other things we got coming is welding in wheel arches on the bed of the Dodge 100. Front fenders, got 2 new front fenders. We're going to put that on also. But as always, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe because this is what we do. Thanks a lot. See you next time.